Well, let's
Okay.
go ahead and go live.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get the episode on my end, so just
Yeah, no
letting you know.
problem.
Will
Hello,
and
ladies and
like
gentlemen. Welcome back to MehTV. We are watching Teen Titans again. Well, again, we've never watched Teen
woo!
Titans on this show, but we
Except
have
for the
we have
two times
before.
that we did, all right. Except for the quite a few times that we did in our origins.
Which I
And
need to get
no,
around to uploading. But yeah.
yeah, first time we did Teen Titans, that was when we were, I believe it was Comics for All.
Yeah, we
All
did
because
we did stuff
I
on Comics
showcased the
for All.
Control Freak.
Yeah, we did
I
stuff on
showcased the
Comics for
Control
All, and
Freak
then we did
episodes.
stuff over on Bright Steel Stars. And we're starting with episode 3, Divide and Conquer, which is technically
Which
episode
is
1 by production time.
Yep.
I don't know why, but for
Yeah,
some
I just
reason,
got back.
cartoons just do not
I
want to air
By
in
the
production
way,
order.
Joseph, we're watching Teen Titans. We're starting with Divide and Conquer.
And if you are a fan of the Clone Wars was not only aired out of production order, it was produced out of chronological order. So you can't go by
Of
production
course it
order if you
was.
want to watch that show. You can't go by air date if you want to watch that show. You have to go by chronological order, otherwise it makes no sense.
yes. I think the reason they showed the second episode as the first one is because they wanted some drama in there. So that's why they did it.
Now,
Well,
there's a lot of...
third episode of Teen Titans, not the not the second episode, because second episode is always the second one to be aired. By the
Yes.
way, Mr. Bender, do you have headphones to make sure that the sound doesn't escape?
Yes, I do. I have a Bluetooth earbud.
Nice.
All right, that's good.
Thank you.
So are we all set and ready to go?
I
Yep.
am.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. I missed that logo.
Me
Same.
too.
Okay, hang
Why
on.
did they get rid of
It's
it?
frozen on my end.
Oh, great. Now we got to rewind.
Okay. Give me a
Rewind, gentlemen.
second. Going back to the
Rewinding.
menu. By the way, Jedi Bender, do you want to introduce yourself? Maybe promote your
Yeah.
channel if you have one.
Jedi Bender, aka Saber King of Saber Comics. I have a lot of names. I am a reviewer. I do essays, and I'm most famous for my Scooby Doo videos. I'm a Scooby Doo and Cartoon Network enthusiast.
Have you made any videos about the Velma show?
I'm working on it.
Awesome.
Oh, can't wait.
Do you,
Yes, yes. Oh, I'm going to tear
I-
that apart. Don't you worry.
I saw the first 2 episodes and then I stopped.
You, it was probably good. Everybody on my friend group, including my own girlfriend, they warned me, they begged me, please don't watch all 10 episodes. And I was like, no, I must do this. No matter how many brain cells I lose, I must keep going.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so are we all
anyways,
set
we're
now?
gonna go ahead and get started. It's
For
not frozen
realsies.
anymore. So 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Interestingly enough, it's like, even though this show is animated in 16:9, it aired in 4:3.
Yeah, isn't
And-
that weird?
There were
And standard
a few
edition
things that were
DVD
like that.
and standard edition DVDs for this show are in 4:3, but the iTunes and later the Blu-ray are 16:9. However, season 1 unfortunately kind of suffers from some episodes having an incomplete framing.
Yeah, I remember
But-
reading about that because there were some episodes where there were some shots in the episodes where it's like
Oh, hi, original the character Cinderblock,
Yeah.
who is not in the comics at
Yes.
all.
where some of the characters are well, some of the framing is a little bit weird because it was like framed halfway between 16:9 and 4:3, and so it never really looks good.
I love this group intro.
Why exactly does this show from 2003 have better animation than a show from 2019?
Because they actually got a good animation studio to help make it.
Exactly.
Dongwoo Animation is the group behind the animation, who
That-
also were working on 2003 TMNT.
That's awesome.
And you have
but sadly, this show was better animated than that show because I've seen the first season of TMNT 03 and there are some issues with scaling and clipping.
Yep.
I think it also helps that they were just so dedicated to going full anime, they couldn't half-ass it.
Yeah, and they have expressive faces and a very interesting art style that catches the eye immediately. And it's not trying to look realistic and failing.
Even the DCAMU had a catchy art style for these characters.
Yeah, the DCAMU had better animation, and granted it is a movie, but it had better animation than Season 3 of Young Justice did, because it didn't keep cutting to still animation all the time. Even Batman Hush, which sent me into something of a tizzy when I watched that, because...
No, it had some still animation bits.
Okay, but I'm still saying, even though the animation was bad in places, there was still motion, for the most part, you know? It wasn't...
Yeah, well...
It wasn't just like here are some still PNGs the characters were moving around with the arrow in Adobe Premiere.
Or let's cover up their faces so we don't have to animate mouth flaps.
Or that thing where they had kept having them communicate via the Martian shit rather than having them talk, just so they wouldn't have to animate the mouths.
That's what happens when you go through so many different companies that own Warner Brothers. The budget just takes a nosedive.
Yep. Animated radio is what it was called back in the 1960s. It still holds true to this day.
I actually once saw a behind-the-scenes thing for this show with Andrea Romano and the voice cast, and it was interesting the procedure she went through just to, select the actors for this series.
Yeah.
She's still missed.
As far as original villains go, Cinderblock is a really cool design.
Oh, I love him. They went hard for him. Also... How many times do they have to just avoid the upskirt shot?
He's a motherfucking T-Rex.
Yeah! It's a motherfucking T-Rex!
Jobbed immediately.
Bowling pin sound effect face plants directly into tits.
Reminder, in this show, Gar is like 5 feet tall. On Raven's like 5'5". So she's like a solid at 5 inches taller than him.
Oh my god.
And you want to know what the worst part is?
Dick Grayson.
Sometimes
Dick Grayson tried to choke out a man made of concrete with his bare arms.
Let's not forget that Batman tried choking out Mongol.
Exactly.
Captain America tried choking out Ultron.
When in doubt, choke it out.
Yes, he tried to choke out a being that doesn't have lungs.
Seriously, that was almost an upskirt shot. What the fuck?
Oh my! Starfire just turned that thing into a lip noodle.
It's no big deal, you know. 1 in 5 men have that happen.
Okay. Answer me this. With a skirt that short.
Oh, by the way, some Captain Planet fans will notice that Robin is voiced by Mati.
That is correct.
I never knew that as a kid.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
Actually, when I looked up Scott Medville's BTVA page and found out he voiced Mati, I'm just like, what? So he's the heart guy?
Well, he is the heart of the Titans.
And
some would argue Starfire's the heart. And Cinderblock breaks out a bunch of prisoners while he searches for a character that's actually in the comics.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Scott also in the original Carmen Sandiego cartoon as that?
I
think so.
I believe so.
I know he was in. Meanwhile,
Prisoner 385. Blah 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 blah.
901.
901. Your time is up and your parole's begun.
Mr. Freeze?
Okay, so Plasmus is actually a villain from the comics.
I never knew that. That's awesome.
He's also a part of the Suicide Squad in some
Dude,
iterations.
I'm like having such a good dream. Stop! I was having a really good dream.
So
Yeah.
Plasmus's real name is Otto von Firth. But you wouldn't know that because there isn't hardly any alter egos are spoken in this show. Aside from Beast Boy being in Garfield Logan and Robin being Dick Grayson, as confirmed by Larry.
Yeah, in that episode, we know his real name, but it was spoken backwards. Only Zatanna would know.
Basically, a Larry is Robin's equivalent to Batmite.
Yep.
Which, by the way, Larry is also an original character created for this show.
It's amazing. This show was like the Batman the Animated Series of its day. It had so many characters from the comics, but introduced some new ones.
Mumbo Jumbo being another one. We actually touched upon both episodes featuring him in Once Upon a Time.
Now, this is another thing I love about this iteration of the cartoons is they use stupid insults. Like how much hair gel he has. Also, why you made Garfield cry?
What music does Dick listen to?
I imagine a lot of rock.
Yeah, because it's revealed in the season 2 episode.
He disappeared before he
Starfire
actually
goes
left the screen.
Yep.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yep.
It's confirmed that Robin does listen to rock. Sorry.
I wanna rock.
Rock.
I want to rock. I wanna
How many of us have actually known that song because of SpongeBob?
Me.
I'm a goofy goober.
Oh, hi, Slade, as voiced by one Hellboy.
I never knew that was him.
Ron Perlman? He has a very distinct voice.
No, but the way he deepens his voice, it's almost unrecognizable to me.
I still wish they had Keith David as Trigon, but no. Kevin Michael Richardson's a good actor, but Keith David would have been so much better.
It would have been more appropriate.
Dude, I was having such a good dream.
I was about to get laid!
Yeah, it was Scarlett Johansson. She was in the Black Widow suit and everything.
And not just any Black Widow suit. She was in the 2012 Black Widow suit.
So, Plasma is in the older iterations had like a Speedo. Oh, but here when he's not Otto, he's full on naked.
He's a muck monster.
Oh.
Basically the same as when Guts first met Nosferatu Zod.
And at least he wasn't colored white.
Why was Raven's cloak purple earlier or in the episode, but now it's colored blue?
I wanted to
They
say
probably had the wrong color reference chart, and somebody fixed it later on.
Yeah, you could tell this episode was produced first.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that he's told me that this was the very first one that was produced, yeah, I can see that this would be an introductory to the characters and their personalities.
Yeah.
Out of this original cast, I've only met Beast Boy's voice actor.
I never
want
met any
to
of you
meet
guys.
Greg Sipes, I really do.
Yeah, same. He follows me on Twitter.
This is what's known as denial.
Yes.
But I don't know
still
if
a
I should
Yeah,
That
and they
was a
also
great
kind of
gag.
also. This is before they decided to. You could also tell this is the first episode as this was before they established that most of the stuff Raven gets into contact with, it turns black. Dick, that would actually make sense if you had, say, Donna Troy or Connor on your team.
No colors anymore. I want it to turn black.
Wonder Girl was actually
dressed in the summer clothes.
Wonder Girl was actually introduced in the Teen Titans Go spin-off comics of this show, but she was never in the
Yep.
show itself.
Yep,
I
both
love
Donna
those
Troy.
comics.
Yep, both Donna Troy and Cassie Sandsmark. And Dick is playing video games.
Well, he is a teenager.
I am now 26, and I still play video games unless he has an excuse.
No. I'm just saying. It's like if we're supposed to be portraying this as him moping around, it's like,
Oh wow, that's pretty low res.
Yeah.
At least this has an excuse.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hey, wait a second,
exactly.
it's higher res now.
and Cyborg's adventures are pretty much all off screen.
Which is kind of sucky, because I would love to see what he was doing.
Gar's or shades of green are inconsistently colored.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to have like grassy green skin.
Well,
His hair is like forest green, and his eyes are emerald.
Well, this was the pilot.
I know, but it's still kind of the same case in later episodes.
Yeah.
I give that a 7.
Yeah. 6. Ooh.
Well, he feels like a saint now.
Nope. And
No,
even though
you didn't let him
Starfire's
have enough.
personality, see, even Gar thought the same thing. Starfire's personality in the show may not be accurate to her comics counterpart, but many people were introduced to this version of her.
Same. I was introduced to most of these characters from this show.
I will
And the
say,
show-
Weirdly
And the
enough,
show is still pretty good.
Weirdly enough, aside from Gar, ours original to this series only in need of being a vegetarian, he's the most accurate out of all of them.
when I first saw Teen Titans, the only DC
Oh, now-
characters I knew were Batman, Joker, and Superman.
Okay, who joined?
I got tagged. I figured that was the signal for get your fat ass in here.
Oh, Damon saying Starfire's better. I'm like, I mean, in some subjective opinion, sure, but have you seen Raven's thighs?
I have.
It's not her thighs that I look at, honestly. I'm not ashamed to admit that I like looking at her figure as a whole.
Weirdly enough, Starfire is usually the missed fan service of the Teen Titans comics, but Raven's more the fan service character in this show,
Yep.
Look, Slade has a butler.
who will never be seen again after this episode.
And we all know why.
He killed him.
We're not
He gave
beginning
him
Phase 3 until much later.
Again, it would have been worse if he was white. We don't need Zone to deduce that.
There are already a zone images of Gar and Raven, and on the internet, I don't need to be reminded.
But no, okay. Starfire's outfit, it's cute. Bit dangerous because of how short her skirt is. But Raven's outfit hugs her whole body frame.
Except
you
for her
see-
legs.
Yeah,
But
they knew
you
what they were doing.
Still, you see her figure.
Hey guys, where's Raven?
I don't know. There she is. She was invisible.
Oh, now she's there.
Although, if you saw that, there was a bit of
Yeah, that's
animation. There was
yeah.
a bit of
Yeah, that was an animation error in this episode.
because
Oh dear, Starfire's actually seen hentai. She knows.
She knows where this goes.
I have seen enough hentai to know enough of the hentai to know where this is going.
Man, it's
How do
such
you-
a shame we can't. It's such a shame
Oh,
I can't
no.
use fake you to get her to recite that anymore. Oh shit! Well,
One issue I really take with the season, even though I know it's the Robin season, there is hardly any point where Robin really gets his ass kicked at all.
Well, I mean, I think it's a matter of favoritism because he is the former sidekick of Batman. So
Yeah.
by extension, we have to give him the same treatment as we would Batman.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That changes in later season.
Batman
So-
also got more of a thrashing in Batman the Animated Series than Robin does in this season, I think.
Yes. Robin only really gets thrashed by Slade.
I love
there
how
goes
it
the post staff.
And
They
I like
composited.
just breaks and he can just make a new one.
Okay, why did
okay,
you
so
cut away from that?
Starfire. Okay, so
we
Starfire
got-
is on fake you, but her voice model sounds really terrible.
I wonder if they're
Again,
using. I wonder if they're using Kari Walgren's voice as opposed to O'Hinden Walsh. But then
I wouldn't
again,
be
Kari.
surprised.
Then again, Kari would have demanded her voice be removed from that side as well.
She already has. I actually saw that. Like, Mike Pollock did a quote retweet of her, and the quote retweet Mike Pollock quoted
Oh,
was
no,
Kari
Robin's totally gonna
Walgreens
fall
saying,
off.
I do not approve.
Even if
And
Cyborg
Cyborg
didn't
Hi,
comes
catch
Cyborg,
him,
where were you?
even if Cyborg didn't catch
He-
him, he could have used his grapnel.
He off-screen Cinderblock.
I'll show y'all. Hold on. I actually just woke up from a short nap too, so
It's Teen Titans subtitles, not Team.
The Teen Titans was a
see.
completely different comic.
here it
Yeah.
is. So I'm gonna. I don't think Kevin will mind if I show you guys the tweet. There we go.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
You don't need to remind us, Mason.
Well,
Anyway.
you said I don't think Kari Walgreen will approve. I'm just telling you, I know Kari Walgreen. would
Anyway,
approve.
All right?
Yeah.
sorry about the drama.
There
Are we
is no
cool?
drama. They just
Frost.
No, in the episode.
Yeah, it's like, was
okay.
all that drama worth it?
Both
I'm
Gar
sorry,
and Raven are
I'm-
exhibiting the same energy right now.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just got up from a nap, so
Cyborg jobbed out Cinderblock by himself when the other when he along with the other Titans had difficulty beating them together.
Vic,
Something doesn't add up.
Vic, how'd you do
No.
that? Oh, I had help from a guy with a big letter on his chest.
Connor just be all like, you owe me a number of favors, Vic.
Give me a root beer, and another root beer, and probably a burger.
And thus, the ongoing
yeah.
mystery.
Here.
Sir, that was an expensive cup.
Would you like another one? Yes, I very much would. Now get out of this show.
Yeah.
Oh. Aw, that's precious Slade.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why I keep telling people that we shouldn't encourage a new season of Teen Titans due to the
No.
fact that it would not be under the same team that did this show because they disbanded after Trouble in Tokyo. we'd be getting
Yeah.
the Go team to do season 6. And we
Yeah.
don't want that.
Well, I also just feel like you can't capture that animation style without having to cut corners.
They'd have to commission Dong Woo Animation to do this show again.
All right,
Anywho, so
what-
we are on episode 2, Sisters.
Okay.
All right.
Loading up the episode.
Alright, loading.
Loading.
There we go. All right, is everybody queued up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
3,
All right.
2, 1.
Happy New Year.
Meanwhile, in the deep reaches of outer space,
In space, no one can hear you scream.
Sonic be like, "Woo! Yeah, baby!" After
Now, I
casually
have been-
after casually dealing with another multiversal threat. You're welcome, DC Comics.
Now, I get regular, even though I already said my answer multiple times, people still ask me if I'd rather be with Raven or with the other two goth chicks in the show. As much as I like Jinx,
The Gordanians. They are also a plot point in the Justice League animated series.
Just confusing people as to whether or not this series takes place in the Bruce Timm universe.
Same. Here's the thing. They were planning on having this take place in the same universe, but then they cut that for some stupid reason.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
They don't
Hell,
make
Static
good decisions.
Shock alluded to it in the first episode of season 3 when Static was wondering, where's Robin?
Yeah, exactly. But I think there would have been a lot of hoops to jump through on, okay, how do we explain the relationship between
I mean,
this
hell,
Chris
Gar
and
was actually
Robin?
mentioned by Static Shock at one point in
That's
the
true.
show. Yoink!
Oh man, what is with Starfire and getting in hentai situations? Jesus.
Oh, God.
Also, credit
Oh,
to the theme song. This is probably one of
by
the
Puffy
best.
Amiyumi.
Yes.
We'll also be able to tell if it's a comedic episode based on whether if they sing it in Japanese. Which, by the way, the Japanese lyrics, if you actually listen to the translation, makes absolutely no goddamn sense to English
Yeah.
speakers.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
And they would even sing
even if-
that in the
And when we
Trouble in
get to-
Tokyo film.
Yeah, when we get to doing Trouble in Tokyo, you will understand why it's hilarious. And yet people are like, "Oh, I prefer the Japanese version over the English version." I'm like,
No.
but the Japanese version makes no sense at all.
No.
It's stupid and funny. That's the joke.
That is a genius idea to let you know how what the tone of the episode you're gonna watch.
That actually
Yep.
kind of reminds me of Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, because they'd say which episodes were like standalone and which one, like Monster of the Week, and which ones were part of the overarching plot by like part of the title card sequence.
Oh yeah, credit to Marv Wolfman's daughter, Amy Wolfman.
You know what might be helpful in a situation like this? A little thing that communicates voice over radio waves.
I want to say
By the way,
something.
fun fact, Raven is actually allergic to chickens, and that's why she hates the chicken.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't know
Yep.
that.
We
Yeah,
actually
I'm
see
every day.
that in season 5 when she's forced to sit nearby in a truck with chickens. Oh, we're seeing some upskirt there.
Wait, did we actually get some?
She's wearing underwear underneath.
Yeah.
Come fly with me. Let's fly, we'll fly away. If you could use some exotic booze.
God, you all suck.
Raven, why are you using that innocent hot dog on cart? What did it ever do to you?
Collateral
stiffed
damage,
her.
what's that?
Let's also not forget the fact that Raven is the arch nemesis of all things that are buses.
Yeah.
My arch nemesis, a bus. Why
Raven
did it
just
subtitle the splash?
I
Spalsh!
don't know.
Spalsh! It's subtitled
No.
Spalsh!
no, Alex, it's sploosh, kaboom.
Okay, how did Starfire's star bolts not hit
I
the
got that
control panel?
reference.
No, why was it a Spalsh?
Boom.
Why is your explosion bad, CJ?
I got Kevin's reference, guys.
I hardly think anybody would get that reference because Wind Waker is such a popular game. All 6,000 verses.
Kill me.
Oh, hi, Blackfire, aka Commander.
I'm at like
That's
5'10".
actually
I
her
think
real.
I might be a little behind you, Kevin.
That's actually her real name. It's Commander.
Oh,
Yeah. She was also
I
And
wonder
so
what
I am
her
not
rank
Starfire.
is.
She's not actually a commander. She's just,
Called Commander.
it's spelled
Anybody?
KOMAND apostrophe R.
Yeah. Did anybody read I Am Not Starfire?
No,
And I never
I
will.
didn't, but
We did.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
horrible.
Blackfire
But,
was in that
our
as well.
mutual
and,
friend, Mr. DJ Fly High, actually did.
Oh, and Starfire's real name is Coriander.
Yep.
Boo!
Or Corianders.
Boo, I say.
See? She thinks I'm funny. Really? And yes, Hidden Walsh voices both Starfire and Blackfire.
And you can kind of tell.
I honestly would like to see how Kari Walgren would do both Starfire and Blackfire's voices.
I don't know if she has that kind of range.
You
She
mean Chloe from
does.
Fairly Odd Parents?
She's played a lot of bad ladies.
I know, I just like
No, I was
fucking with
talking,
you.
and also Blackfire and Starfire are their actual names, but translated in English from Tamaranian.
Yep.
Let's see.
You're my bitch now.
And in case you're wondering why is Blackfire more fluent in English than Starfire is,
My Space
you
Invader
could
has joined us.
you could assume that Blackfire gets around.
Oof.
Yeah.
Get around.
She's an easy lover. She get a hold of him, you'll believe it.
Oh, this cat's
Now-
fade. She won't be doing any easy loving to anybody.
By the way,
Sounded like
By the
it was
way,
about to
hi,
break
Kitty.
into the Halloween theme song there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking. I can't be crazy, right?
Kevin, say hi to my Space Invader.
hello, El Mason's pussy.
I
not
wonder what
saying
the
I will,
script calls.
but I'm curious. How much does Blackfire charge a night?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what?
Is this F-Zero X? No, F-Zero GX. This would have to be F-Zero GX.
True.
Based on the...
Also, some people there. Has anyone seen the "What Your Favorite Ship Says About You" series?
I have a feeling Blackfire may have been hanging out with Poison Ivy with all the pheromones she's spewing around here.
So, the video on Beast Boy and Cyborg suppose it shipped, like, if that's your favorite ship, you're into the inherent eroticism of wacky hijinks ensued, followed by hilarity.
Ha! Ha! You all thought they were having sex.
And meanwhile, Beast Boy, what Beast Boy and Raven says about people is is your favorite relationship dynamic is where one person says based and another person says based on what?
There's a Kurt Angle quote that, to me, would best sum Raven X Beast Boy.
Oh, that's a pairing that they were initially going to do with this show, but they decided, no, let's not do that because they seemed too different. But I'm like, that's why it works.
Yep.
And guess
Are we
what?
really going to
They
watch
get to-
all of these movies?
Yes.
Yeah. Or not.
So we're watching a Sam Raimi film then.
Ha! Oh my god, she actually pulls off Starfire's outfit better than Starfire.
No.
I know.
I don't know about that.
There was actually, when we get to the scene of the warehouse, there's actually an interesting joke that was somewhat expanded upon in the abridged
transition there.
In the abridged series of Teen Titans, where it's like Beast Boys, he says like, "Bet you Cyborg could do the robot," and then Cyborg's like, "You assume just because I'm black I can dance?"
No, I assume because you're a cyborg, you can do the robot.
No.
Joseph, to answer your question,
Oh God!
Starfire
The white
was
people
one of
dancing
my...
from Batman Beyond. Go away!
I was just gonna say
And,
that too! Oh my god!
Oliver Queen is currently working out on his salmon ladder in the basement.
Cypher, just to answer your question, Starfire was one of my childhood crushes when I was young.
For me, I've always had a crush on Raven.
I mean, I liked
was
Raven
with Raven.
too. I mean,
But yeah, there was a Teen Titans abridged
started
series
to
that I
after a
only
while.
saw it went up to Apprentice Part 2. Oh, and Starfire was replaced by Blackfire in the abridgment. Hello, random goth kid whom people will ship with Raven for some reason.
Even though
but
we
yet
don't
is
know
never
his name.
seen again throughout the rest of the franchise.
I mean, how do they
TV.
how do they figure she's... Is that Jay and Silent Bob?
Yes, because they were in everything.
Motherfuck.
That's a whole lot of fucking.
Noise.
Oh my.
Noise. Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers.
And speaking of fucking, even more hentai monsters are on the way.
I like how Robin's actually trying to, check up on Starfire.
Well, yeah, because Robin's actually a good friend.
Yes. And considering how intimate his and Starfire's relationship is in the comics, Alex, how do you imagine their sex life?
Oh.
Whose sex life? Sorry, I was watching the episode.
Dick Grayson and Starfire's?
You know what? It probably involves something like air-based BDSM.
I would imagine that Starfire would break Robin's dick off because she is superhuman.
Just like that.
You know what should have been playing?
No, she would. No, she just let him be on top for that.
Sandstorm,
okay.
Has the most rhythm in this scene, and its Cyborg has the least. This is just. Oh.
The dance circuit got damaged.
I don't think they ever released these dance tracks that they're using on the soundtrack.
No, they never released a soundtrack for this show.
Really? I thought they did.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
That's the most disappointing thing. And they use this music in the Teen Titans Battle Blitz game on the Cartoon Network website. Who remembers playing that?
I remember playing that. That was fun.
Teen Titans Original Soundtrack Volume 1 on Spotify and Amazon Music.
Oh, hot damn. Yeah. I gotta get that. Oh, by the way...
Released July 21st, 2022.
What?!
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
No, they don't like money.
No, they don't. That's why they keep throwing it away.
I feel so
Available on
mad
iTunes,
right now.
Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Tidal, Napster, Deezer, Ungami, whatever the fuck that is, Amazon Music,
Okay, to
Boom
explain
Play.
Teen Titans Battle Blitz, it's basically a Teen Titans fighting game, but that essentially functions like Street Fighter. Oh,
Yes.
and only the 5 Titans are playable, as well as Jinx, Mammoth, Gizmo, Cinderblock, and Plasmus.
Why Blackfire wasn't in it, I don't know.
And she's all fucking everyone she sees.
Jesus, Starfire. I can't leave you alone for 5 seconds.
Especially in his season.
Yes. Wow.
He plays Marvel vs. Capcom 2. She made Cyclops. Optic
Yes.
Blast. Optic Blast. Optic Blast. Optic Blast. There's a reason nobody likes Cyclops in the X-Men.
Because he's a shitty leader?
Well, not only that, but he's also a whiny little bitch. And I'm not arguing with it. I'm not going to argue that he's actually a decent leader, but he's just so aggravating as a character. I mean, he's a hand-to-hand expert, and his leadership is on par with frickin' Nick Fury.
Oh, hey, look, Robin got scruffed.
Robin, what do you think your cape's gonna do?
Oh my god. It's one of the
If I
Ben
had
10
a
aliens.
nickel. Maybe they just
Nope.
reused that asset.
Yeah, and let's also not forget the fact that Andrea Romano did voice direct for Alien Force Up to, I believe, Omniverse.
Cool.
Guess who she casted as Kevin Levin?
Greg Snide.
Yeah.
Yep, Beast Boy.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Tara...
And Ashley Johnson.
Yeah, Ashley Johnson, a.k.a. Tara, voices Gwen.
Yeah.
Yep.
How did you
Oh
hear
yeah,
that?
They don't look
Gwen
that
Tennyson's
similar.
voice sounded familiar.
How did you get up there? How are you
Yes.
hanging?
He must
know
have
why.
Pan Beyond technology in his gloves.
Because I'm Robin, bitch. I learned that trick from Batman.
He's Robin.
You know, kind of like how Batman says, I'm Batman. Robin's
But-
like, because
But he's
I'm
made out of
I'm
metal.
Robin.
Dick,
Yeah,
why
what the
isn't your
fuck?
hand
So-
broken?
Because he's a member of the Bat family, don't you know?
Oh yeah, and they grew up punching.
Also, the cape did something.
They grew up punching titanium blocks.
He learned the I'm Batman trick. He learned the because I'm Batman trick from
Because
Batman.
I'm Batman.
Because I'm the goddamn Robin.
Edgar's
Best
like,
justification.
dude, no.
The best
No, it's
justification
not
for
gonna
any of the
come.
shit Gore does in Love and Thunder is because he's Batman.
Exactly.
Because he is.
Just like why Michael
you know what he-
Keaton goes after Stark. Because he's Batman.
And you want to know why? And you know, what Gore said to to the first god he's killed on screen. Try getting a reservation at Dorsia now, you fucking stupid bastard! Oh, I love American Psycho.
It was a great movie.
Yes.
Wait a minute, Alex, how the hell are you getting subtitles?
Because
I
we
turned
have the
subtitles on
Blu-ray.
the menu.
Oh, because
You don't have HBO Max. Or-
I'm on HBO Max and I turned on subtitles.
I'm on Watch Cartoons Online.
Me too.
She won't get away with this.
Oh yeah, I
Except
forgot.
she almost did.
Starfire doesn't like to use sentence contractions.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, Yeah, because the only guy she ever kissed was Dick before this.
No.
So does that mean Blackfire
You are
just kissed
part of a
random
rebel
guy?
alliance and a
What I
traitor.
said.
Take her away.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
I would
Hey,
That's
Alex,
have
remember
happened
when
if she kissed
Blackfire said?
Batman.
Remember when Blackfire boasted that she was a better fighter?
And yet
Well,
she's missing all of these shots.
yep, she has the aim of a stormtrooper.
Oh my god, the legging disappeared from her leg for a moment. You saw
What is this
skin.
music?
I don't know, but it's kick-ass. Huh, I guess it runs in the family.
I wonder how she would have sounded if she kissed the Flash.
Mm,
One minute
She
you
would've-
might sound
Which
like that,
Flash?
but I don't know because I never seen it. I never thought of it. So
basically, any Flash.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
For 3 more seasons.
By the way, the worst part is Commander has actually sold Starfire off to slavery, even in this
Yep.
continuity.
Yeah.
And it's like she is a total bitch.
And yet she still treats her like she's good friends with her.
In the Teen Titans Go comics, she disowned Blackfire.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Even when Blackfire is like, yeah, it wasn't me this time, Starfire does not believe her, or nor does she care. Because she was looking for us for what's his face? Her brother?
I think the second episode was much better than the first one.
Yeah. And then we're gonna get to the third episode, which aired as the first episode.
yeah,
Continuity.
Funny how they credit Beast Boy's voice actor first, or because sadly he was the first main character to actually speak in this whole series.
Oh my god,
You can tell that they made the underlines with a word editor tool because there's like little black marks between the lines.
All right, so now we are on final exam. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta first get through the anti-piracy warning. Yes, we know piracy is not a victimless crime. Shut up and give me my goddamn cartoon.
Yeah, it just started playing for me when I hit that too. It's like, come on, guys. I paid for
I'm
this.
at the beginning.
All right, so we're all set, ready to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Now we are, yes.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Yeah, I'm the main money doc.
I don't know what.
Why is there a P?
Funnily enough, Gizmo in the comics is actually an adult midget.
Oh,
Well, it's a
I'm
good
not
thing
kidding.
the show
In
got
this-
around that.
In this,
Oh, and also-
He's a kid.
discount Vulture.
Oh, by the way, Gizmo and Jinx in this show are voiced by Lauren Tom.
yep.
Those who have seen Codename Kids Next Door will know her as Kuki Sanban, aka Number 3.
Oh boy.
And Mammoth is voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, the first of many roles that he plays in the show.
Welcome to Discount X-Men.
No.
Which, by the way, most people know Kevin Michael Richardson, and by this point is either Captain Gantu or Crunch Bandicoot.
Also, this video is being narrated by Tara Strong.
Yep.
We just backflip and cartwheel.
3 out of 5 members of the Fearsome Five.
Call them heroes
Why
for
is
hire.
the first episode
Oh, by
the
the way,
third
villains for hire,
episode?
as
I
it
don't
were.
know. This elderly woman, by the way, is voiced by Andrea Romano, the voice director.
Yep.
She and Bruce Timm love to cameo and stuff that they are a
Oh
part of.
shit, I'm on the wrong one. God damn it.
Which one are you on?
Episode 3, the Cinder Block. It played the Cinder Block episode.
God damn it. And
It
Mason.
doesn't have the numbering correct.
That's what happens when you have air date. It's conflict with the production date.
God damn it. This is why I use Watch Cartoons Online. It has the correct order.
I think Watch Cartoons Online only has like the TV rip of the show. Oh, so they only have like the 4x3 with the Cartoon Network logo on the bottom right.
You are mostly correct, but the episode resolution I'm watching right now, it doesn't have the Cartoon Network logo.
Really? So it's the DVD rip?
It looks like it is, yes.
Oh, wow. They never upgraded to the Blu-ray rip.
Nope.
They
A lot
should.
of places don't.
I mean,
No,
Bleach.
not even HBO Max.
9 Anime upgraded to the Blu-ray a rip when for Bleach.
Alex is saying someone should ask Chat GPT who he is.
Just
Who are you, Jack?
And
Chat?
There are
Who
people
am
who
I?
Chat GPT thinks Anthony Alog and A. Salieri are the same person.
Huh.
oh god.
Oh yeah.
I can relate to
You
this
should ask
so
it-
hard. I think we all can.
Yeah, me too.
Ask it who Prisoner
We all lose
24601
our
is too.
Which, by the way, by episode 3, Greg Sipes has the does his well-known voice for Gar.
Yeah, it's much better.
Raven.
It's so primitive.
I'm like, you know what? She has a good point.
So
I wanna hear-
Robin's gonna build a jetpack.
He's gonna build a jetpack that could try to keep up with any member of the Flash family.
I mean,
Genius.
nowadays you can't just get up and change the channel. I mean, before you could.
I could just
What
plug
the fuck is
myself
that?
into the wall.
What the fuck is that?
Those.
It's
Oh
the,
my!
it's the sentient mold from that episode of Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
Maybe we should.
You can
just,
definitely tell that Glenn Murakami is a huge weeb.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, okay, that's a badass pizza restaurant.
yes.
Captain America is he's sitting across wondering what Wi-Fi is.
large banana with pickles,
Meat pizza,
bananas,
just get-
and mint.
Bananas
Corey,
and mint frosting
I don't-
sounds great. Pickles,
No,
not
it
so
doesn't.
much. Starfire,
No,
What do you
are
guys think
secretly
of
pregnant?
pineapples on pizza?
Starfire drinks mustard straight out of the bottle, and that's
Yep.
what you're
Like a
complaining
champ.
about?
There's, let me see here. Peach Saliva does that, if anybody knows who that is.
How do you feel about Lauren Tom's attempt at a boy voice?
It's okay. I mean,
Well,
I've heard better.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wait,
say,
that's
could be
Lauren
worse.
Tom that's Lauren
Yeah.
Tom as Gizmo?
Yeah, she voices both Gizmo and Jinx for a while until like near the end of the series where Tara Strong takes over for some reason.
Oh, Tara Strong took over. Okay. Huh. See, I thought that was Hynden Welch's Gizmo, I was told.
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. There are 4 characters I know that Hendon has voiced: Blackfire, Starfire, Talum, and Princess Bubblegum.
Owie.
I threw
Oh,
a
somebody
bus at
got
them.
ski- Ow.
Hey guys, your bus is here.
And that's why Raven hates buses.
Probably not as much as that giant cock she held the previous episode.
Ah, of course.
I've been wanting
What's
to
a
say
clutch
that.
head?
but-
We are the Hive. Your worst nightmare.
Why do you spell it with a
Attack Pattern
P?
Alpha. Yeah, that was a stupid bit in the subtitles.
Hang on. Robin's outfit changed to Jason Todd's in the wide shot.
Yeah.
Animation.
What do you call an idiot with a rocket on his back?
An
Dude,
alien with a rocket on his back.
You can tell I've watched this fight scene a lot.
Well, there goes the muscle.
And you're gonna croak like a frog.
I'm sorry, we already have Beast Boy, so Raven doesn't need a croak.
A ribbit. A ribbit. A croak.
Oh,
I'm sure you
It
remembered
was you.
that frame, Alex.
Yep.
Wait, they just got up and they got blasted across the street. Okay, Bruce Lee, we get it.
Robin's a badass
Yes, we know.
who somehow survived this.
The music in this episode keeps fluctuating between Ozzy Osbourne and Dio.
Yeah,
Because there was a section that sounded like the riff that plays towards the end of Crazy Train, and then that part where it sounded like the intro to Rainbow in the Dark.
I would love to hear the music process for how
Robin
this show
learned
was
his
made.
death-defying powers from Batman, too.
Hey, Dick, how'd you survive that fall?
Because
Oh,
I'm
simple.
Robin.
Because I'm Robin.
Because
You know,
I'm
there's
Nightwing.
there was an interesting tweet I saw once where it's like the famous quote from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where they're like, why do you like him so much? And in the Jessica Rabbit answer, which is because he makes me laugh.
And that was our only reference to Gotham City.
Actually, no. Episode 5 has a reference to Gotham City. Sadly,
Oh, okay.
we already watched episode 5 in after we did GVK.
Yeah, we can watch episode 5 again. It's been like 3 years since
Yeah.
we've seen GVK.
No, it hasn't.
Wait, how did they get his utility belt? Wouldn't
They
it
were-
have stayed with him?
They were searching all over the sewers, and it likely fell off of his person.
Man,
I thought you were
he
gonna
needs better
say,
straps.
like, they fell off of
Okay,
his-
2 years. It's been 2 years since we've seen
Alex,
Godzilla vs.
we already
Kong.
Alex, we already watched the episode, so let's
I mean, I don't remember it.
I do. I could literally pull up our stream and go watch our commentary of it.
Oh, no.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right there, Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octagonopus.
Thank you,
Bro.
Ken.
Wah!
I think Dr. Octopus is going to sue somebody.
And let's see, as per usual, Gizmo's real name is
What's the
Micron
matter, afraid of a little bad
OGS.
luck?
That's a stupid name.
It
Like-
is.
I haven't seen this episode in probably over a decade, and that line is still fresh on my mind.
Here's Mammoth.
Hello, ladies.
Oh god. I thought we were watching Teen Titans, not fucking regular show.
And Mammoth is also known as Baron Flinders.
And here he's voiced by Brian Lewis. Okay, that's not the voice actor's real name. That's a character. That's actually my favorite character on American Dad.
Jinx doesn't
Oh.
have an alias, and her appearance is so drastically different from her comic counterpart.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, let me look this up.
She's a
because I
bald black
don't.
woman.
Okay, yeah, this is better.
Wait, what?
I would say this is a much better improvement.
Well, it's more iconic and memorable.
Well, I am not a.
And
I'm
she
lucky
was-
not a fan of horseshoe hair, you know.
And I think Jinx was like, yeah, no, I'm not fighting a T-Rex.
Let's see.
She's smarter
Bald-
than that.
Bald black woman in the comics.
Has
In
pink,
the-
has pinkish purple hair. in
Might
this
isn't
show.
always right, Beast Boy.
And they kind of split the difference in the Titans show.
Gizmo is also in the Titans show, but no.
He's terrible.
Except that she had blonde hair in regular form, and in costumed form she has black hair. Okay, then.
Wow, Vic.
How
I
could
keep
you
forgetting his
be
real
this
name is
gullible?
Victor Stone.
Victor is not like a man has, internal organs and whatnot. And he can't just eject his arm like that.
But he can because the writing said he could.
Oh, and he also doesn't have a battery life.
Yeah.
But we need tension, damn it. We need stakes.
Hey.
Take mine on the medium rare, leaning towards rare side.
Oh no! This is what we get for living out in the middle of the ocean!
And by the way, at no point in the in the 03 series do they ever name the city they're in, which is Jump City.
Yep. Wait, wasn't that like a sign?
They did name the city in Teen Titans Go, but that's Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, so we don't know exactly
Teen
what
Titans Go does
we
not
don't know what
count.
we don't know what this city's name is.
No, it's
I
actually
could've
confirmed
sworn-
in the Teen Titans wiki that it's Jump City.
I could have
okay.
sworn I saw a sign.
Bum, bum, ba-da, ba-da-dum-dum. Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the
Lost an arm!
I ain't the worst that you see.
Down, boy. Love how Raven's
Down,
just.
boy.
Yeah.
I really do like how Raven's just holding back Gar from trying to give Cyborg a beatdown.
It's
Guys,
almost like
get it?
Raven's the second in
We
command.
lost. It's over.
I ended up actually writing a Judas Contract fanfic where Gar is the leader of the team.
Oh, I love to read that.
And
Robin, you've been standing there long enough.
Standing here, I realize you guys fucking suck. Please go
Without
home
me.
now.
You know, if they had it their way, Robin could just solo all three of these guys.
because this is Robin's season, that would actually be a realistic outcome in this show. When it's not Robin's season, there's actually more realistic outcomes.
I honestly
Oh, the food is way out of date.
that says Jump City.
And he ate it complete with the toothpick. That's gonna give you some serious indigestion.
Mammoth.
But
I
That's
mean,
such
this
a
is
big
Mammoth
factor
we're
that-
talking
Oh,
about.
you
Oh,
better
I know all about indigestion.
Robin be
And-
like you better not be
Hydrate.
tossing out my dock and CDs.
No, he's just tossing out. No, he's just tossing
Beast
out
Boys,
Gar's
Barry
music.
Manilow records.
Yes. I'm surprised
Oh.
nobody notices is the giant metallic arm moving around in the tower.
They're creepy
Well,
and they're
you know,
kooky.
Kevin,
Mysterious
they're
and kooky.
obviously
They're all together, Ookie. The Addams Family.
Wait. Hey, wait. Cyborg's arm is actually Mr. It.
Yes.
No, it's Thing.
No. Thing.
The thing, yeah, Joseph's right. It's the thing.
Okay.
Cousin,
And he's
Because
using his
it's-
middle finger and thereby constantly flipping them the bird.
What's up?
Yeah,
Oh
that show
no!
was close to almost
This
was
is it.
close to getting a PG rating.
Dr. Octogotopus.
This show loves to go for the hentai shots.
Yep.
Come.
And you want to know what's worse?
What
There's a
came
shot
first,
in
the
Teen Titans
rocket
Trouble in
powered
Tokyo
fist?
after. There's a part in Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo where where Asgar's doing like the karaoke bit. It's he turns into an octopus and all the ladies are like, "Oh yeah!" And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh no.
Pow, right
Oh,
in the
no.
kisser.
"Oh no."
Now we stand here dramatically.
You know, some people actually ship Cyborg with Jinx just because of one episode in season 3.
Okay.
I think this,
And
this
because of
show
those
had a
parodies
lot of.
And
Zone
and
made.
also Bumblebee pointing out Cyborg had a crush on Jinx in the Hive Academy for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Which is so ironic because Jinx ends up with Kid Flash by the end of this series.
Yep. Voiced by Michael Rosenbaum, his Justice League Unlimited
Yeah.
actor.
Thus making this series even more confusing in the DCAU timeline.
And yet they wanted to employ the bat embargo anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because it would be too confusing.
Oh no, we can't have more than one Robin.
And by the way, since the Batman was airing around the same time as this show, second
couldn't do
season.
Robin.
Yeah, we couldn't have Robin in for a while. And this show ended, it's season 4 of the Batman introduced their version of Dick Grayson,
Which
Who looks
suspiciously
almost
similar to this
identical.
version.
Exactly, even using the same tech design.
Yep, and voiced by a different actor.
Joseph, you motherfucker.
The T-Rex did something.
Oh, look, Madness is playing Sonic Simulator. You're right.
Crud, I'm calling Slade.
Who is Slade?
Wouldn't you like
Slade?
to
Who's
Hard
Slade?
Oh god, this
Slade.
meme. That became a meme after this episode.
Oh,
Rightfully so.
Who's Slade?
Wait, Alex, you'll see what I mean.
Where is he?
And you know who I imagine as my headcanon voice for Brother Blood?
Oh.
Graham McTavish.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good. You think Slade
Isn't
just
Brother
watches
Blood
this
voiced by-
on repeat?
Isn't Brother Blood Bender in the show?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's voiced
John
by John
DiMaggio.
DiMaggio.
Fight my shiny metal ass.
He
Who
later
uses
does alas.
yeah, and
Brother
he uses
Blood
his
and they
Dr. Draken
they made Brother Blood into a cyborg villain when he's supposed to be a Beast Boy and Raven villain.
Doesn't look so shiny to me.
Shinier than yours.
Bag.
I'm dead serious about that. Brother Blood runs a cult known as the Church of Blood that worships Trigon.
Which, understandably, we couldn't actually do that in this series.
We could still keep the name Blood as opposed to Deathstroke the Terminator.
Exactly. What the hell kind of logic is that?
No, that's not the right song.
I feel like, even though I'm just nitpicking a lot of the flaws in this show, I'm just like, this is still
It's
just
fun. It's charming.
It's fun and charming. Yeah, as you said.
And it's much better than the last couple seasons of Young Justice.
Yeah. Gar even gets a dog named Wingman, and now we're get to watch the episodes in order. So we're on Forces of Nature. So are we ready?
Yeah. It's loading for me.
Give me 1
Really?
second.
Okay.
Hold
Okay.
on.
I'm good to go.
Rewind.
I've got it queued up.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. I'm Mason's pussy. So here we get introduced to two characters that are also in the comics, but are actually a part of the Ravagers in like New 52 and Rebirth, Thunder and Lightning.
This is probably one of my favorite episodes, just because of what it does for Beast Boy's character, and I love Thunder.
And Lightning is voiced by Quentin Flynn, aka Cone from Bleach.
Oh my god, that's
I know.
crazy.
I know Quentin better as Henry Cooldown.
And then there's also Thunder, who's voiced by S. Scott Bullock, aka Barthandelus from Final Fantasy 13.
Wow.
I knew Quentin Flynn as Timon from Timon and Pumbaa.
After a while when Nathan Lane wasn't voicing the character.
And he was also Kael'thas Sunstrider in World of Warcraft until Blizzard fired him. Probably because he was actually innocent.
Oh my god. Beast Boy got blackfaced by the black man.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Someone on Twitter tried to insist that Gar was supposedly a black because of their stupid headcanon. I'm just like, who wants to tell him that he was Caucasian, blonde, and had blue eyes?
Shh, we don't want to spoil that for him.
I mean, hell, it's even seen when he temporarily loses his powers in that really good storyline that Jeff Johns did.
Remember when Jeff Johns actually did good storylines?
He'd fit right in with Blizzard Entertainment.
I can't be cyborg.
That statement is like getting a club to the shin.
Actually, you could use that as a reason for Carrie Payton not to voice Cyborg in most things. Cyborg? You can't be Cyborg! I can?
Isn't Motorola usually black?
How much you want to bet that's
Hey,
not
it's pushing 9 o'clock. I'm going to see if there are any crackheads out here. Let's see.
Oh boy.
Gar, you should just apologize.
That or pack your bags and, go back to the Doom Patrol.
Don't you worry about that. The Doom Patrol is long dead.
Not in this continuity.
Their
Because
we got some strong winds. I'll be right back.
Their show got canceled. Don't worry about it.
Most of the in most continuity, Gar has lost 2 families.
True that. Oh, hey, he's doing his best Batman impression.
He just shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then he just shouts.
I'm the goddamn Batman. I'm
I'm
Batman.
Robin.
And the weirdest thing is that the comedic Japanese version of this theme song plays in the next episode. Will be in one of the next episodes we'll be viewing, which is odd considering it actually, gives us some insight on Raven's character.
How they unite? Teen Titans.
Except for Terra and Jinx.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's only because they were hot.
It's true.
Teen
I mean,
Titans.
if I were to just rank all of the hot girls, Terra and Jinx would probably be in the top 3.
Tara's okay.
By the way, you want to know who voice acted in this show briefly in season 2?
Who?
Thomas Hayden Church.
Oh my god!
What the
As the animated debut of Killer Moth.
Wow!
Wow!
Oh my... The Sandman
I
voiced
would not-
Killer Moth.
And by the way, Killer Moth is supposed to be a Batman villain, but they made him into a Teen Titans villain.
That's what
Okay.
that's what DC shows do. They make villains other characters villains. I mean, hell, Captain Boomerang was
Arrow.
Green Arrow's villain in Arrow. Yeah.
Captain Boomerang is one of the Flash's most notable villains, most famous villains. Hi, Optimus Prime.
And they
My
rebooted him in the new season of The Flash, and he's not even Australian anymore. The bastards.
Why? What the fuck?
I don't know, but hey, they made him have his comic book accurate suit.
And
Eh?
yeah, well, Arrow stole all of Batman's villains. Supergirl stole all of Superman's villains.
Even though, she's supposed to be a part of the Superman family.
Well, they hadn't cast a Superman at that point. So,
And then we
season
have
one of
Tyler
Supergirl-
Hoechlin,
Yeah.
which is the
Tyler
second
Hoechlin.
time a Sephiroth voice actor is Superman.
Tyler
I've been
Hoechlin's a good
rewatching the
Superman.
first season of Tyler Hoechlin's Superman. It still holds up. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, Superman and Lois is a good show. Supergirl
Absolutely.
is not a good show.
It stopped being a good show after the first or second season, in my opinion.
No. Supergirl was such a bad show that I spearheaded the campaign that managed to get the show canceled until it got picked up by the CW, after which I kind of gave up.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Yeah.
On getting it canceled, I mean.
It didn't work. Don't worry about it. All that happened was CBS stopped airing it and the CW started airing it.
The CW didn't want to pick it up. I'm sorry, CBS didn't want to continue it.
Yeah.
And
then
because
NBC
it is amusing.
NBC canceled
And-
Constantine, and Constantine was much
I will
better.
still never forgive them for that. Fucking assholes.
Ow!
Also, where does Beast Boy get this fucking gall to say you shouldn't be harming people because it's fun? Motherfucker, that's what you just did!
Yeah, here's the thing. He's trying not to. He's trying not to repeat that mistake.
I know, but still, it's just funny.
It's more like I think it's more like the trope hypocrite has a point.
Yeah.
As in, he knows better than anyone. Bullshit.
I mean, he could if you gave him an upgrade.
No, he
Haven't I-
actually can fly. We'll be reusing this location a few times.
Hey, whatever saves us animation budget money.
Yeah. Supergirl season 1 was like this unholy bastardization of Superman that didn't make a whole lot of sense. And then it,
And then Tyler Hoechlin came and saved it.
yeah.
And then they wasted Kevin Conroy.
Oh, I will never fuck. And they wasted
Brandon Routh.
They also wasted Brandon Routh's return as Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Yep.
Fucking
They
assholes.
wasted They wasted the Earth 78 Superman. They wasted well, hell, I don't even think anybody knows what continuity this stuff is in. And because they wasted Tom
Some
Welling's
people-
return as Superman too, because he wasn't even Superman anymore.
I think Tom Welling only agreed to come back as Superman because he saw what they had planned for him, and he immediately jumped on board for it.
You know, I get the distinct impression that people only shipped Edgar with Starfire just because Starfire actually thinks his jokes are funny.
I mean, if that's a good reason to ship somebody with, then fuck, man. I guess all ships might as well have a leak in them.
And here's the thing. Starfire actually considers Gar more like a little brother.
Which is weird because she actually does have a brother.
Well, that's kind
This
of...
series did some weird things to people's ideas of the relationships dynamics between the Titans, but At least it didn't do weird things the way the Young Justice show did, where people think that Dr. Fate can't take off his
man.
helmet for some
Why
reason.
do you need to flip? You can fly. Sorry, I had to.
Fly.
Oh,
But
you've
as-
seen that episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged as well.
Yes. Why are you backflipping to gain some distance?
You can fly.
And as somebody who was familiar with Dr. Fate from the comics and not from Young Justice, when people started bitching about Fate taking off his helmet in Black Adam, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I have several questions considering what we'll see later.
Yeah, what the? I still want to know what the hell is this?
Oh, don't worry, Gar. Our debris is not
She's
enough to
fine.
kill Starfire. And
I mean,
besides,
if that was-
let's also not forget the fact that the Titans got jobbed out by a group of Parademon Doomsday hybrids in that train wreck known as Apocalypse War.
oh God.
People will defend that movie, and I'm like, you people
How?
are misguided.
Look, it's your opinion. I respect it. I respect people's opinions. You can like things I don't like, but generally, how do you defend that movie? Aside from the obvious, Robin gets with Raven, so it's a win.
Look, I don't ship Damien with Raven, and they didn't even do any chemistry building with them.
Well, that's not true, Kevin. Raven, she brought him a puppy. It's all the
No.
chemistry you need.
No.
Yeah, they shared cotton candy at the carnival that one time.
No.
She laughed at
that's
him.
That is definitely proper character development for a relationship.
Even though Raven had more chemistry with Gar and with Damien.
don't you know, Kevin, if two people barely interact and like kind of throw sidelong glances at each other, that's definitely that they're having raucous animal sex off screen. That's what Tumblr tells me, at least. Like every time Captain America and Tony Stark are looking at each other or strangely, hey, they're not saying I secretly hate you and want you to die. No, they're saying, I want you, you want me.
Nuzzling up to her boobs, Gar.
Oh my God, he's motorboating her.
Oh, you mean like how Pikachu is feeling up Ash's mother in the third Pokemon movie?
Exactly.
That was not
Is that-
censored at all in the 4Kids dub.
Does that make Pikachu a humany?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably. Hey, I put a lot of effort into this. Get off my back.
By the way, Alex, you will have more questions about this when you find out who that old man is.
Is that Slade?
Yes.
Alex,
How'd you know?
how did you guess?
It was entirely based on the voice.
Oh, well, shit.
Based
Are we
on
already
the fact-
12 minutes in?
Isn't Slade
Yeah,
supposed to be
where are the-
missing an
I was
eye?
at the store, guys.
Yes.
So I was at the store.
I think the pacing in this is much better than Young Justice, because Young Justice, especially in seasons 2 to 4, it just drags.
Young Justice doesn't
Yeah.
really know what to focus on or why.
Nope.
Like, season 1 had some issues, but season 2 and 3 are where they started dividing their attention quite heavily.
And then they try and reel it back in season 3, but they have to set up
No,
the outsiders.
Alex,
angle.
notice that they only have one eye showing on him.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Also, the
And
reason
this is-
why he's supposed to have one eye is because Adeline Kane, his wife, ended up shooting out one of his eyes.
But
As a
Arrow
result-
told me that it was Oliver Queen who did that.
And the DCAMU told me that Damien did that, but that is total bullshit.
I don't buy
Hey,
that for a goddamn second.
And the Deathstroke animated film just said, oh, he's always had his eye missing.
What if he
And
lost
the
it in
Titans
a
just
duel
suddenly teleport into frame.
What if he and Nick Fury
Yeah.
lost their eyes fighting each other?
That would have been so epic.
An eye for an eye.
Motherfucker.
Literally.
Burning Man.
I'm just imagining now, like early 2000s Ron.
We're gonna be
Perlman
seeing that
and
walking animation for a few times,
and
guys.
Sam Jackson
Just
and fighting with knives.
Because, hey, we gotta save animation money. Most of our budget is going towards Justice League Unlimited and the Batman.
Okay. Here's the solution, Dick. I have a solution, Dick. No,
It doesn't
more
look like he wants
explosions
to
are
hear
not
your
going to help
solution.
this, Dick. All you
we're
have
also
to
going to
do.
be recycling this frame of Raven and using her power.
Jesus!
Here's what we do.
burying the frame.
Nope, you don't need to do that. All you have to do is get yourself
We're
a helicopter.
destroying the environment!
Get yourself a helicopter with one of those big, or a jet, a fire jet. Get yourself a fire jet. Douse him with water.
I mean, they'll try that later, but
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
That should have been step one.
Why doesn't Robin just throw some ice disc at this thing?
Because he's too busy wanting to fight the old man who sounds
Because
suspiciously
ice is not
similar.
very effective against
Let's
fire,
try
and
the
fire is super effective
Kamehameha.
against ice.
Your point is taken.
Damn right.
He's like, okay then,
Now we're gonna tell.
beam me up, Scotty. Watch this, Alex.
Robin... Oh yes.
Watch this. He just uses the Force. Where did Slade learn to use the Force?
Where does Slade
you know,
get these powers?
He somehow did that, kind of like Palpatine somehow returned.
Yeah.
Recycled frames of animation, no jutsu.
And yeah.
I'm sure some of us have seen Berserk Abridged.
Okay,
Yeah.
why was that not okay?
Well, Smokey the Bear's gonna be pissed off.
Smokey's gonna want to strangle a bitch.
I think Smokey's a bit busy partaking in some nose candy.
I love
And
how in this series, but in others, Beast
And then
Boy
we get
doesn't
this
talk.
random shot. And in the comics and in the DC AMU, Gar does talk in his animal forms.
Which I don't like.
I don't mind it.
That's just more. That's just more mouth flaps.
Nyeh, owie!
Brother, this is no time for tag. You betrayed me. You have done that yourself, Stunt Lightning.
Robin, and
It's a stick.
that sounds like a branding iron for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
We didn't stop the abridged. First it was a fan flick, now it's such a classic.
I don't know, maybe. More recycled animation, no jutsu.
We have abused our power, brother. We were meant to cause natural disasters, not intentional disasters.
But how? Beam us up, Scotty.
Recycle jutsu.
I'm right off, Coppin.
Fusion! Ha!
I would love to see a fusion of fire, of lightning and thunder.
I mean, some would like to see a fusion of fire and ice.
That is true.
But then again, they just evaporate.
No, my weakness. Why was it so obvious?
Water, my only weakness. How did you know?
Well, that was
Man,
quick.
It's a good thing.
Does Slade Wilson have to choke a bitch?
Wow.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
He's wearing a mask over his mask.
Genius.
Teleport?
That's what the point of the mask is.
And spoiler alert, he's never going to use any of these powers or random bullshit again.
Nope. He's just gonna use other random bullshit.
This is like that joke I saw from the EFAP covering Halo. There was an episode of EFAP where they covered the Halo TV show, and they said that what should happen with Master Chief is they should have like an entire season of the show.
It's a double rainbow all the way.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
If they did the Halo TV show right, the show should end with him taking off the helmet, and underneath it is just another helmet.
Yeah.
So taking the pink out of
Oh, so they've seen Naruto as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see what's under this mask? It's another mask.
Another mask.
We do actually see Kakashi's face at some point in the series.
Oh yeah.
And he is actually what we pictured underneath the mask.
No,
He's
it's
back.
a bad thing where I
The
come
man
from.
behind the mask.
So we're skipping episode 5 because Alex and I already covered that episode a while ago. So we don't need to retread old ground.
So episode 6 then.
Yes. As soon as the
Okay.
credits go.
Yes, you're next. You're so next.
God damn it, Mason. Why do you have to bring up that bit from Looney Tunes?
Oh yes.
Because
Yes,
it's such a
one of
good
my
bit,
favorite
isn't it?
episodes. One
All
of
right,
my
so
favorite
we are
episodes.
on Nevermore.
Shop. Let me cut your mouth. Let me see it.
Nevermore.
So are we all set? All right.
Oh,
So
yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah.
give me 1 second.
It's almost set. There we go.
I love this episode.
By the way, Alex, once we're done with this, I will need to discuss things with you on this particular episode. You know
Alrighty
why.
then.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Me, I had my movie canceled, Doc.
No.
Oh, Dr. Light.
You're so stupid. Oh, and by the way, Dr. Light is voiced by Squidward.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
I
can
was
hear
trying to
that.
remember. Who was he voiced
That's
by?
awesome.
Roger
Squid-
Bumpus is the actor's name.
Yeah, except he's not doing his Squidward voice. He's doing more of his scientifically possible.
Which is actually his Dr. Octopus voice in the Spider-Man ride in Universal.
Teen
And,
Titans,
I
you're
think
doing
I
this
just
all
woke up my
wrong.
cat trying to quote Invader Zim.
They're
You need to
puns
mind erase
with
Dr. Light's
jokes.
memories.
Dr.
So
Light
who
is
would
actually
win in a fight? This Dr. Light or Dr. Light from Mega Man?
Dr. Light from Mega Man. I
Probably
mean,
Mega Man.
dude was able to teach Mega Man how to use a Hadouken, and that Hadouken was an instant kill. And by the way, Dr. Light in the comics is actually a somewhat significant threat as opposed to the joke villain that he is in this show.
Yeah, this show.
Well, he's
I mean,
not a
he's
joke villain here.
I mean, he got Raven to get serious, so he can't be all that jokey.
No, he's becomes the butt of many jokes in this show. Oh dear,
Oh,
not
no.
again. Oh
dear
god. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. I beg you, stop! I am seeing the darkest
Don't absorb
void
me into your
imaginable.
vagina.
Has anyone seen Scary Movie 2?
Make it stop.
Fear of the dark.
By the way, I believe this is the first instance we hear of the Japanese version of the Teen Titans theme song, which is odd.
Yeah,
'Cause in this
considering that
episode-
opening, yeah.
Yep, Japanese.
I remember hearing this as a kid and was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think we all were.
Like I said, look up the translation of these lyrics and you'll just be like, what? You'll be even more confused.
There is nothing I am afraid of.
Yeah.
Holla, 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 my name.
Singing in Japanese.
And reminder, Alex, the first few episodes I showed to you were the two episodes that primarily featured Control Freak.
I just looked up the translation. Oh my dear God.
I told you. Here's the thing, it's not
Didn't they sing the English translation in Trouble in Tokyo?
Yes, we just talked about that. Yes, Gar is actually a really good cook. He's not ready for that level of commitment yet.
Raven and him haven't had that talk yet.
That's not eggs. That's that tofu stuff.
Cyborg,
Real milk.
Cyborg, he never said you had to eat it. So that's kind of on you.
But it's being polite.
Being polite.
Ooh.
There's a really good line in a later episode about tofu meat that Raven says.
You know, tofu.
No, that's an earlier episode.
Tofu.
I
works when
I
it's
respect the
firm.
fact that you don't eat meat. Please respect the fact that I don't eat fake meat.
Oh, I thought it was in a later episode. The
No,
one
it
where
was-
Cyborg gets captured.
And also, Alex, we did watch the episode that comes after this one, so we'll have to skip that one as well.
Hey, you did? Oh, shit.
Okay, dude. You know what the best way to prepare tofu is? Not as fake eggs. You marinate it. You fry it. You put it
And
on a
see-
sandwich. Preferably
and see,
rye
this-
bread.
And here's the thing: this episode would kind of establish why Robin is not the best person to have for your Terror of Trigon arc.
Yeah.
Because really, I kid you not, the first guess that my mom had when we were watching this show on who the deuteragonist of that arc was Gar. I told her, if
Reminds
only.
me
That
of,
would be-
Reminds me of Andre the Giant casually punching that door in The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Yep.
God rest his soul.
This is one story of The Princess Bride that I'll always remember. They were filming.
And here's
a
the thing.
scene-
And here's the thing: Gar in the comics is actually 5'8". Raven
Yeah.
is 5'11", and Cyborg is around, I believe, 6'6".
And in this, he'd be approximately 12 feet tall.
Oh, and Starfire's 6'4".
Ah. But yeah,
See what I mean? We're actually
Yeah,
getting
so
insight onto Raven's character, and this is a comedic episode.
Yeah. Were you about to mention the scene where Were you about to mention the scene where they brought Wesley back to life and Billy Crystal was constantly
No.
ad-libbing and they had to send
No.
Carrie Elwes away from the set because he kept cracking up and he was supposed to be a corpse?
No,
God.
the scene, that they were filming, and then Andre kept complaining of, pains, and then all of a sudden he lets
Oh yeah,
out
that
this.
one.
Oh,
The minute-long fart, yeah.
And he goes,
Oh, Bender,
shut
I got a
up.
question. Oh, never mind. He's muted. By the way, Joseph, you weren't here for when we did Justice League vs. Teen Titans, but I still, every time I always think of, one of the first few scenes I always think of with Gar and Raven's relationship is just the scene where he forgot to put on pants.
Oh.
Raven got a bit of an eyeful of his green schlong.
Wait, he wasn't wearing underwear?
Nope, he was butt-ass naked.
What's up, Kevin? You had a question. I apologize.
So, Bender, you ever seen Justice League versus Teen Titans?
Yes, it's actually one of the few New 52 films I actually like.
So, I presume you've seen in the part where our Beast Boy accidentally forgot to put on clothes.
Yes.
Raven got an eyeful of his green schlong.
Ha.
And Raven, she stared at it for a few seconds too long, and then she's like, "You know you're naked, right?"
She knew what she was doing.
Oh, by the way, here's one episode where the edges were clearly where we'll see where the part of the scene where we'll see the edges that weren't really finished. Like watch like
Yeah, like that right there.
Yeah.
Or that
Yeah.
right there.
yeah.
The animation
it,
on the
Cyborg.
title sequence of The Tick is kind of like that too, where it cuts off on the, Cyborg's opening a door.
God damn it, why do you have to remind me of that?
So for those of you who don't know, Cyborg's sonic cannon sound effects are sometimes the door opening sound effects from Doom sped up.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, one thing I'm actually working on as well is a version of Terror of Trigon where it's like first bit of it is when Tim Drake is leader and then later and the Justice League vs. Titans portion is when Gar's the leader.
Oh.
Oh, and by the way, and I ended up deciding to swap out Cyborg with Superboy.
That makes sense.
And
She's doing her best Pinkie Pie impersonation.
In its version of the scene, I ended up having Happy Raven just give a slight peck on the cheek, on Gar's cheek, and he's like, what?
Chip confirmed.
Really affectionate with him. At one of my jokes?
Sure. Baby.
But you said I was handsome. That was one of the lines I ended up incorporating in that. Just because at that point, Gar and Raven were in a relationship. Oh, that's creepy.
That's how you know it's the end of the world.
When Raven just starts laughing for no reason.
Thankfully, those who know do know why.
Raven's like, someone broke into my room again, didn't they?
Am I gonna have to cap a bitch?
She then sees that it's Gar, and she's like, okay, all is forgiven.
Yeah. I can't ignore that green face.
I
timid.
will say
Timid Raven.
Makes me in the
I feel
minority.
so bad for timid Raven. She's so adorable.
I want to hug her.
She's one of my favorites.
Same.
Aside from Bravery.
Yes.
Yeah, Bravery's kick-ass.
Alex, you'll see Bravery later. Look at that maze.
Man, the Riddler
Okay.
would blush.
Yeah, I was about to say, Beast Boy.
Well, that didn't work.
That was a bit of a shocking discovery.
Cyborg's like, fuck your maze!
I'm gonna open all the doors.
Reminds me of an episode of Bones where they found a corpse in the hedge maze. And
Oh yeah.
and
I need
they
to watch
spent-
Bones.
they-
I've never seen it.
It's a great show. They spent like 15 minutes trying to find the center of the maze, is where the corpse was, and then once they got there, Booth just flicked the alarm on his car on and started kicking down the hedge maze.
Yep.
My girlfriend's mom watched that show.
I watch it every chance I get, so
Yeah.
That was a really good show. That was one of the best Fox shows they had.
It was one
Oh,
of
and
One of the only ones
it
they
was
didn't
one of the
fucking
shows my
cancel.
girlfriend watched with her mom before her mom
oh, by
passed
the
away
way,
last
Bender,
year.
Trigon in the in only Justice League vs. Titans was voiced by John
The Punisher.
Bernthal. Yes, the
Or Shane from Walking Dead.
No, even better. The Punisher.
Oh God.
And Gar in that same movie was voiced by the kid who led the group that kidnapped Ben Stiller.
Oh my God.
Brandon Suhu is the name of the actor.
Wow.
You are Simple Jack.
Which is
Mekashiva!
which was not the last time that Gar would be played by an Asian actor. The second time would be Ryan Potter in the Titans show.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Mekashiva!
And Ryan Potter is
Bravery.
and Ryan Potter is Japanese.
Yeah.
And the Titans show is fucking awful.
Trash. Thank
You know
God
what's
it's gone.
Fuck
hair?
Batman.
She cut that
Fuck
thing
good
with two
writing.
fingers.
Hair.
That's how you know she's brave.
I think Guile's theme should have been playing.
I
And
think
now she's
Mekashiva
using
should have been
her
playing in the
Ben 10
background.
voice.
Oh, and by the way, Trigon does appear in this episode, but he's not voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson like he is in season 4. He's voiced by a man named Keith Zarabajka. That is an interesting name.
We were gonna leave.
Well, sorry.
Jesus.
That teeth gritting probably saved them some money on animation.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, but it's like they actually get back at the animation from when they get the animation back that they're like, oh yeah, this is exactly what we visualized.
I'm gonna go make some dinner.
Yep, there he is.
And he's not voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson this
I
time.
just said he's voiced by Keith Zarabajka.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Who also voiced Gilgamesh in Dissidia, a duodecim.
Wow.
Instead of John DiMaggio, like in Final Fantasy 12 and 13-2. Funnily enough, that Gilgamesh breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Well, in 13-2 at the very least.
Oh no, Robin's watching a CW show.
Yeah.
Alex,
Hang
I feel
on.
like if we ever
I need to get to
did
the
that,
part where Archie Andrews takes off his shirt. I need to see if he has better abs than I do.
Yeah,
no character in this show is drawn with defined abdominal muscle.
Well, fuck.
The most we see is defined back muscle. That's about it.
Well, Alex, one thing's for sure, you likely have better abs than everyone in this voice chats.
Yeah.
I crunched 300 pounds today. Actually, it was 310.
Yeah, you're more ripped than I am.
Quite the flex.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Now,
By the way, this Trigon is literally just Raven's rage.
Yeah.
Oh, and in the Teen Titans Abridged series, Beast Boy and Raven end up getting into an argument, and Cyborg solos this Trigon.
I'm sorry, I was
happens
just
here.
beating his ass.
And they get into the fastest. They start and break up one of the fastest relationships I've ever seen in my life. Aw.
I love that. I like both of you. Now get your asses over here.
Now, there's actually this one joke I used to tell with one of my exes about Trigon. And it stems from the question, how did Trigon and Aurella, you know?
He
Well,
had
we
to
see a bit
cast
of that.
drinking spell.
Well, you know
He
when
appear-
when a demon and a human and an Azaranian love each other very much.
Angela
Aurella
Roth
was
was
originally
actually human, and she was from
Oh, okay.
Gotham City. By the way, Aurella ended up joining a demon cult that ended up bringing Trigon into the real world, and he came out as a Fabio looking man.
Mm-hmm.
Who thought
And
he
that
was
was
cute but knew he was sexy. He had the looks that
But-
drove the girls wild.
But the biggest part of the joke was, you know, sometimes you need to use a little protection. So I go, well, the type that Trigon uses would be hefty, hefty, hefty.
Oh God!
Hefty. Whippy.
Yeah, exactly.
Family Guy.
Trigon needs to be able to produce offspring just to even escape his dimension. Because otherwise, he's not going anywhere. Oh, I see.
Summon up Raven Rangers, go!
Oh God, we're gonna get
Go,
stock
go,
footage and have
Raven
to.
Rangers.
Oh God, we're gonna have to edit it into the Japanese footage.
Go,
It's
go,
very
Raven
poorly.
Rangers. Go, Raven
Go,
Rangers.
Raven.
Mighty Morphin Raven Rangers.
White Raven.
Oh look, they've turned into a Megazord.
Ranger
Yes,
Raven the
power,
White.
White Ranger Raven power.
That is what they used to call me. Raven the Blue. I am Raven the White. Raven
You know,
would be into Lord of the
And
Rings.
now I return to you at the turning of the tide.
Dragon Ball Z Beam Struggle.
A classic staple in almost any anime. Raven's gonna be powering up for 5 minutes. Jeez, it feels like it's been 20 hours. It has been 5 minutes.
It's called
called hyperbole.
hyperbole. Also, I can't sense power levels.
What's going on? Dodge!
And you know who I kind of imagine as my headcanon Raven voice? Ace Bender. Lauren Landa.
I know that name somewhere.
She's Annie in Attack on Titan and Lychee Failing in Blaze Blue.
Oh!
Meanwhile, my headcanon voice for Gar is Bryce Pappenbrook.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mostly because of Maso Mikita. Look at that! Robin's exerting way more effort than Starfire is.
Yes!
Starfire's just like, but I just want to knock on the door.
Is it bad that I want to knock?
And meanwhile,
And
Tim Drake has similar
all of
issues
this happened before
regarding
lunch,
Cassie.
huh?
Oh, Vic. Okay, we got one more episode to go for the night, and then we'll be done.
And I can get back to
And that's
watching
episode
Ant-Man
8.
and the Wasp 2, aka Ant-Man 3.
Which one are we on?
We will
Okay.
be on Deep 6 since we already did Switched.
AKA nothing happened in this movie for the first hour almost.
And
Did you
that is
say
why
episode
I'm-
6? Because that's the
That's a-
one we just watched.
That's a preview
No.
of what's to come in my review.
Episode 8. We're on episode 8. Oh, definitely.
thank
link in
you.
your Review. I'd love to see that. I
by the
quit on
way-
MCU a
I
long
might
time
not.
by the
ago.
way,
I might not do it as
Deep-
like a standalone video. Probably do it as part of MacCast. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
By the
in
way,
Yeah.
Deep 6 is our introduction to a certain arch nemesis of one Sheldon
Oh no!
Wait, we will.
Wait on.
Oh, come on. I was going to save it for when we actually see him. Anyway, are we all set?
Oh, we can do it again
Yes.
later.
Yep.
This is Deep 6, right?
Yes. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Now we go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Did it freeze up for you too?
No, I just stumbled on the button.
Uh,
So some random cargo ship is carrying something.
I didn't know we were watching the Iron Giant.
All right,
Radiation
I am
barrels.
cooking some really good macaroni, and I'm gonna post a
bunch of
meme of
poor
my own
unfortunate
in the broadcast chat.
souls.
Oh, hello, Triton.
Who we can't use Black Manta.
Nope. Nor can we use Ocean Master.
Ocean man, take me
Oh, by the
the
way, this guy
hand,
is
lead
voiced
me
by
to the
Clancy Brown.
land.
Trident.
Well, that's just common. Yeah, Clancy
That's the
Brown's gotta
second
be in
time
everything.
Clancy Brown voiced the sea creature.
Typecasting, damn it! I like
It's
the
almost-
creature of the Black Lagoon design they give Trident.
Trident is kind of a joke.
He's so much of a joke. He never appears in this series again after
Except
this
for
episode.
in the season 5 I penultimate a two-parter. Trident is so much of a joke. They don't even send Aquaman after him. They send his goddamn sidekick after him. And not even the cool one that turned gay for some reason.
That was weird.
Inclusivity.
And despite this
And he
being
gets
the
together with
introduction,
somebody who has no
I
name
wait
and no
anything
character
without, like,
development.
Wind. Wind is the name of Robbie Damon's character in that show.
I frankly I don't care.
And
'Cause they didn't
his
tell
first
us.
few lot,
Not in the beginning, at least.
few of his first lines are literally gay jokes.
DC, we have to be inclusive because Marvel is doing it too.
In the Lego DC Supervillains game, Trigon is voiced by Darren DePaul, whom we know
Did they
as...
say shit in the song?
No.
No.
Shita Uyong.
Shta.
Learn how Japanese works, Mason.
But Mom!
No buts. And here we get the introduction to the T-sub.
What about
Yeah,
Raven's butt?
What?
Raven's butt.
What about Raven's butt?
What do you...
That's
don't-
why I posted that meme earlier in broadcast chat.
Oh.
Also because
Oh,
I
wow.
can't eat my food yet, so...
Mark Wolfman wrote this episode. That's cool. Rest
Yep.
in peace.
Okay, we don't put... Beans are not made out of meat, so, you know. We don't need to make them out of tofu.
Mhm.
In fact, tofu is made out of beans.
And by the way, we'll get to a later episode where one of Beast Boy's enemies is literally an alien tofu.
Yep.
That's how
Someone...
you know
Like
this
that
series
bonus-
was-
Like that
And that-
bonus level from Resident Evil 2.
Yes, and the alien tofu is voiced by Rob Paulson, while his assistants are voiced by
God.
Tom Kane.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, I didn't know the evil tofu was Yakko Warner.
Or Donna.
Or Pinky.
Fun fact, Rob Paulson has actually said the N-word on the Boondocks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I am going to say the N word.
Yeah,
Please don't
hard
say
R
the N-word.
too.
You may look it, but you can't say it.
Yes, I can.
What the hell's a nickel pickler?
I honestly have no idea.
But yes, Rob Paulson actually
Anybody who's
did
seen
say the
Sanity
hard
Not Included
R.
will get the joke.
Well then.
He turned into a humpback whale.
Curious why it was a whale.
I don't know.
Now all he's got to do is go on Twitter and oh wait, he can't do that anymore because Elon Musk.
Oh, that was the hammerhead shark. You know, unknowingly, the Little Mermaid might have actually killed off that one shark that preyed upon Flounder.
Oh no.
We turn!
Oh my god, it's
Wheaton.
Kevin Levin.
I'm saying you guys should be nicer to Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton.
Now,
Well, why do you keep saying it like that? What? I'm just saying you could be nice to Will Wheaton. He seems like a nice guy.
Okay, so
Don't get
there's
nothing
one
and like
story-
it.
This is one story of Will that I remember, and he said this on an episode of. But what he does is he does a pepper garden, and one of them includes jalapenos. What
now he's
happens?
the Barracuda.
Yo, I need that shirt.
Barracuda. Dun, 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 dun.
That song from Shrek the Third.
Oh no.
And Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
I got some sleep and I needed it.
Now, what happens if a pepper comes into contact with your skin?
Well, it starts to burn.
Oh, gee, I wonder what the twist is.
It's not
Well-
like the opening that spoiled it.
Well, after he got done harvesting some jalapenos, he had to go bathroom.
And then I know this. There's a
And
similar
now he's
story.
a great white shark.
There's a similar
Man.
story. I know from one of a guy I know who's a local police officer.
Now he's a
or-
sailfish.
You know how the cops have to get pepper sprayed to get as part of their certification, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one guy, he got pepper sprayed, wiped it off, went to the bathroom, didn't wash his hands, peed, and from the next stall over, he could hear him, and he went, "Ah!"
Now, you want to know how Will took care of his burn? He was
Milk?
looking all around the kitchen for a cup, and he grabbed his son's favorite cup, poured milk in it,
Yeah.
and put his dick in the cup.
Now he's a giant squid.
Release the Kraken.
What to the Kraken?
You want to know the worst part is Gar could actually turn into Godzilla.
Oh my god, I hate how much you're right on that.
Fun fact, Godzilla was a Marvel Comics character. They still own the rights to that version of Godzilla, they just can't call him Godzilla anymore.
So because the fact that Godzilla once got into a power struggle when Thor and tied with him, that would make Gar as strong as Thor.
Huh, never thought about that. No, you don't, Gar. You suck.
What? Look at the bottom of the screen. Look at the bottom of the screen.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
You could see Aqualad's lower body was disappearing into the
edge.
Disappearing into the edge.
Oh, this looks nice.
Mm-hmm. Come on, guys. We could use whales. Whales.
Someone get him out of here.
What about whales?
Simp.
The Aqua Cave.
And after this, it'll be a while before we see Raven simp for anyone ever again.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Raven and Starfire are simping for Garth. Yes, this is supposed to be Garth, not Calder. He's kind of a joke to Aquaman. That's why he sent you instead of doing this himself.
Aquaman was just like, you go do it.
I don't have time for this.
The worst criminal in Atlantis. And this wouldn't be the last time Will Wheaton was in a DC property. He would come back to voice Ted Cord in a couple episodes of Batman Brave and the Bold.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh look, it's Lagan. Yes, Alex, this character is based off Lagan. And already he's more tolerable.
Did they reverse his voice?
I think they did.
Yeah. They did.
Oh, by the way, Alex, he even has the same
I wonder what
powers
he was
as
saying.
Lagoon Boy.
I'm gonna watch a YouTube video to see what he really says later on.
Wait, you mean when you say he has the same powers as Lagoon Boy, are you talking about he has the powers of being useless and saying Neptune's beard?
No, he has the powers of embodying big dick energy despite having a tiny dick.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was part of two teams. He's part of the Doom Patrol, and he was part of the Teen Titans. And Gar already has and Gar has never been like a sidekick to anybody. We just don't want Animal Man in the DC in any DC animated projects.
Animal
Give
Man.
it time.
Fuck
James
no,
Gunn will
we
get
don't.
his hand. Yeah.
But the Titans are going to be in his Judas contract.
That's true.
And look, now he's a dolphin.
And my Space Invader is now trying for my macaroni.
Yeah,
My Space Invader likes dairy products. Like, if I'm eating ice cream, yogurt, macaroni, cereal, or pizza, they'll try for it.
Yay! And this is how Beast Boy.
And Beast Boy is
Or
getting
Taco
into
Bell. They really like
Beast Boy is
Taco
getting
Bell.
into a somewhat dick measuring contest with Will Wheaton.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's Will Wheaton.
Yeah, it's
Not
Will
that hard.
Wheaton, guys.
Not that hard to beat him out.
You want to know what Beast Boy was thinking every time he's in that form?
What?
That's disgusting. We just want that back.
They're getting a lot of mileage out of his undersea transformations.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
And now he's speaking with an Australian accent. Why? Fish are friends, not food.
Exactly.
Oh God!
And now he's Raven's favorite thing.
Tried it. They really liked the tentacles in this show.
They really do. They knew what they were doing. Come on.
A Korean animation team aim on this show.
Ugh. Oh no, he's facing. Oh, I don't know what the correct term is for what he was doing to Aqualad.
Face hugging.
Yeah, there you go.
Aw, that's precious.
I know.
That one nostalgia critic joke from
Yeah, at the very
Fern Gully
least,
comes to
yeah, at the very
mind.
least, Aqualad is more useful than Super Friends Aquaman.
Oh God, yes.
Out of all of them,
How sad is that?
no, Alex, even better. Out of all of them, I'm the lamest fucking one.
Fucking on! I'm a ripoff. A joke.
Oh, that death battle was better than it had any right to be.
Oh God, yes.
You could say that Beast Boy is turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
Get the fuck out of here with that reference.
Come on. Yeah,
How did he turn into a giant crab? Yeah, of course,
And now-
Gar had to be a male crab with a giant claw. Because as you know, those claws aren't just for attracting mates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they have big, meaty
So does
claws.
that mean he's been trying to attract Aqualad? The world will never know.
No. God, no.
He's
Bring it on,
trying to
old
attract
man.
the
Bring
other
it on.
Aqualad.
Oh yeah, the
The
cool
one
one.
that's actually gay.
Yes. For some reason.
By the way, Garth in the Young Justice show is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, as well as Lagoon Boy.
Of course he is.
He voices quite a few characters in that show.
Yeah. I actually like Aqualad's costume in this series.
Same.
Yeah, it's all right. He later becomes his voice actor later becomes a narcissist.
Yep.
Ha! Foreshadowing.
He breaks his one rule of not being a dick to his fans.
Yeah, it's amazing that he made that really famous Twitter post, and then he became the biggest dick on the internet.
I mean,
Oh,
Tara
I thought y'all
Strong.
were just talking Big Bang Theory. I didn't know he was a dick and like outside of media.
Oh wait, we are. I thought we were talking about Greg Snipes.
No, Greg Sipes is great.
Oh, okay, yeah, he is. Yes, just want to make sure.
Yeah, I don't think
I mean,
I've heard
hell,
Kevin say.
I mean, hell, when I showed him a picture of my dog, he was just like, he just offered to take a picture with me despite me not paying for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was like, but I didn't pay for it. This is like, hey, it's on the house. I'm like, okay.
We need more people like that.
I remember the first time Lord Cat got banned from Twitter, it was because he tweeted a loaf of bread at Will Wheaton.
Lord Cat, wasn't he
Oh.
that guy from That Guy with the Glasses doing that Until We Win series?
Yeah, he did Until We Win. He also had the show Lord Cat Live.
So,
and
if you're
the show
all
Drop Dead
perfect,
Cynical.
which one of you is the best?
And Drop Dead
Yeah,
Cynical.
and Hadoken Dude would later borrow that joke from in Four Swords Misadventures.
Yes.
With
And
the Darkling.
I also drew up a thumbnail. Well, drew up, I say. Hey, I edited the previous Lord Cat Live thumbnail to match up with the
Wow, they really tried. It really is a joke. He fell for the oldest trick in the book.
It was not nearly as good as the Drop Dead Cynical or the Drop Dead Cynical thumbnail that he had, though.
So now Trident's fatal flaw is the fact that he didn't try to differentiate himself from his clones.
Mm-hmm. Bowling sound effects.
I also made a couple of appearances on Lord Cat Live, Drop Dead Cynical, whatever you want to call it. That I actually got kicked
And
out
look, the
one
T
time
sub is back.
because there was some joke I made about like I just put on the Vegeta voice
Oh yeah.
and screamed it's over 9,000 and Lord Cat was cracking up while he kicked me out of the call.
No, kitty, this is my macaroni.
No, kitty, this is my papa. Mom, kitty's being a dildo.
I mean, Garth was one of the founding members of the OG Teen Titans,
Yeah.
along with Roy Harper, Donna Troy, and Wally West.
Before Robin got into the mix.
No, Robin
Well, I
was in
wasn't-
the mix.
Oh, okay. Well, I just meant back in the. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. You better get out of there. You don't want to be in a threesome with them, awful lad.
Ah,
And thus concludes today's session of Teen Titans.
Nostalgia. I never tire of it.
We will
Unless,
be
of
going
course,
back.
it's trying to
We will be
evade it.
going back to a few more episodes of this show. After we do more Young Justice. As however, next week, if we got my recent obligation.
Oh no.
Because two people gassed up a certain set of episode.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
I want if it would have been a lot better if Bulk and Skull had died. I wanted one thing, and they couldn't deliver.
dun 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 dun.
I don't know why that turned into the last few notes of the Sonic the Hedgehog theme, but, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, we will see you guys later. And we'll see you guys
Till
tomorrow.
next time, dear viewer.
We're watching a Kingdom Hearts movie.
Yep. So Bender, if you want to join us for that, we'll be watching Kingdom Hearts Recoded.
And I'll be trying not to ask too many questions, because I know they're not going to get answered.
Yep. Because they want you to buy more games.
Exactly. I was just
going
to say that. But they want you to buy them again.
And again.
But I already did that.
And you'll continue to do it.
Fuck.
Until
and this Saturday we will be watching Jurassic World Dominion.
Yep.
Oh boy.
An actually good movie.
Yeah, we're finally catching up to that. Although I will say, Diamonds Are Forever. That was fucking great.
Yes.
That was a hell of a way to follow up the most boring James Bond film I've ever seen.
Which is on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
That could have been so good, and it wasn't. And I don't even get why. It was so simple. All they had to do was add a plot.
Anywho.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
So we're no longer live?
Yep, we're done.